Hey, so I hope everybody prayed, meditate, and thank God this morning. Hope things are turning around in your lives. You progressing in different areas in your lives. And so this morning, of course, what came to me this morning in my spirit was, you don't always have to be seen. It's okay to be incognito. That's what came to me this morning. And when I thought about that, it reminded me of growing up, when I was younger growing up. And, the adults, they will always say, oh, kids are to be seen and not heard. And it's so funny because I couldn't stand when I was told that, as a kid. But it's so funny, though, as I did get older, like even my teenage years, going into adulthood, it's something that I learned to do because I had to do, but then it all makes sense. And it's so funny that growing up, a lot of things don't make sense. We don't understand everything. And at times it's not meant for us to understand at that moment. But once again, it all worked out for our good in adulthood. A lot of things that was taught to us growing up, it all clicks. At some point in your life, it's just going to click and it's going to make sense. And learning that growing up, I'm happy I was taught that, because at the same time, we're learning and growing. So we're in rooms with different people, coming across different conversations, and as we listen, and that's the thing, you don't have to over talk or just talk at all. Sometimes it's good to be that fly on the wall where you just listening, and you never know what you hear, what you will learn, and what you can grow from. You can also turn around and do your own research of things that you hear. But I guess it's a reminder for me to, you don't always have to say anything. You don't always have to, you could be in the conversation without being in the conversation, if that makes any sense. Just listen, just listen, take heed, collect the data, and then you could go on, pray about it, and do your own research and grow from it. A lot of information that I learned, even though, I went to school for business and stuff, but a lot of the information that I learned is from having conversations with people, and a lot of times I was just listening. I was just a student, one-to-one conversations with people, no matter where you are. It could be just walking down the street, you stopping, or at the bus stop, train stations, at a restaurant, bars, once again, like I said, the power of networking. But it's just more so just collecting data, getting information. And sometimes we need to not always say too much, but just listen. It will take you far. It definitely would take you far. It's so funny. It also reminded me, this was, I don't know if I was in my late 20s, early 30s, something like that. But I used to get job offers. Like I would just have just little conversations, not a whole bunch of conversations or anything. And people would be like, oh yeah, you should come. I could hook you up with a job, or I could, do this and do that. And I'm like, that was just so random. Where'd that come from? It's not like the conversation was, oh, I'm looking for a job or anything, but it was just, I just get job offers, you know what I'm saying? And I'll just be like, that's weird. It's a blessing, but it's just weird that somebody would just automatically offer me a job and they don't know anything. They don't know how I work. They don't know anything, in that realm about me. But at the same time, it could go back to being seen and not heard. There's people out there, they watch you, and you may not have to have conversations with them, but they watch you. Or even with people where they can have conversation with you, and because you was actually just listening and understanding everything they were saying, even though you wasn't giving too much feedback, and they realized that and peeped that. And doors will open, opportunity will open. So it's okay to put yourself in incognito, be seen and not heard. So that's the message for today. That's what I received today. Be seen and not heard. It's okay to put yourself incognito. You're not diminishing yourself. It's okay to be all the way in the back in the crowd, because one day when your season comes, God is going to bring you to the front, and you're going to get all your blessings. Everything is going to just come at your feet with no problems. So y'all be blessed. I hope y'all did y'all affirmations this morning, as you do every morning, and continue to pray, meditate, and thank God. Peace.